Thank you so much for joining us for video one of our inbound marketing series. I'm glad that you found us, and hopefully these videos can help you unthink the way that you view traditional marketing. With the internet, there's been a dramatic change in the way that consumers view and receive advertising messages. They're more resistant to traditional types of marketing like radio and TV and newspapers and direct mail and cold calling and all of that good stuff. And they're searching for new ways to block you out, and they're awful successful. So if you want to reach them, you have to be creative with your marketing efforts, which means that you have to really unthink much of what you know about advertising and replace it with a new approach. And that's what inbound marketing is all about. It's about pulling customers to you rather than pushing your message out and broadcasting it. It's about engaging and building a relationship rather than expecting a sale on the first date. It's about evolving right along with your target audience as their purchasing habits and their buying habits change. So there is a science to the web. There is a formula for marketing success, and today we're going to discuss that science, the science behind inbound marketing. But I also want to encourage you to become smarter than the average marketer. Do research, check out more of the videos in the resource center at www.editability.com. For a marketer, the internet and online marketing is a lot like going to the fair. This summer, I decided to take my daughter to the fair, and I grabbed as many of her cousins and friends as I could fit in my little car. We walked in, and these kids are literally overwhelmed with the amount of rides and games that there are. They can't figure out which one to get on first, and when they finally do decide to get on one, some of them are a little bit frightened and timid, and some of them are excited and they're like, come on, let's do it. This is exactly where business owners are when I meet them. When I do a workshop or I start working with them one-on-one, all of them are overwhelmed by the amount of choices and the amount of information there is out there. When it comes to the way that they feel about getting on the rides, they're usually somewhere in between being just plain scared and wanting to jump in full force. One thing that I love about inbound marketing, and you'll hear me say this again and again and again, I love that it's as simple as you want it to be, or it can be as complex as you need it to be. It's flexible, it's scalable, it all depends on your business, and it all depends on how aggressive you want to be. If you want to play it safe and you want to ride the merry-go-round until you feel comfortable enough, you can do that. But if you want to, on the other hand, jump in and ride some ride called the Death Trap or something just as wild and crazy, you can do that too. Either way, you're going to be able to achieve success beyond what you are achieving today. And without a doubt, you're going to be able to gain a significant competitive advantage, and you will shine like the marketing kings and queens that you are. So the system is really simple, has just 3 steps. These 3 steps are the science behind online marketing. Don't let the simplicity fool you. This is the formula that will help you make the changes that are happening in the marketing environment and in the marketing world around you work for you rather than against you. So getting found online means using the tools that are out there that are freely available to attract visitors to you and to your web presence. Converting means having a systematic way of taking someone that's come to your website and converting them from a visitor to a lead and then into a paying customer. And then analyzing is all about taking a look at what you did in the first 2 stages and rinsing and repeating and getting better and better every single time. So let's take a closer look at how this helps put a method to all of the madness that's out there with inbound marketing. And when I say madness, I do mean madness. Look at all of this. This is the madness that I'm talking about. If you've ever stopped to research how to be successful at marketing your business online, you probably have gotten really overwhelmed really quickly. When I do inbound marketing workshops, these are usually the things that business owners are doing online, and they tell me all of their different activities that they use to generate interest and try and convert leads. It's overwhelming. Every day, I'm researching this all the time, and every day day, I swear there's probably thousands of opportunities and tools and great shiny new technologies that are introduced to the market. Each one of them claim to be better than the next one. Some of them are really, really good. Some of them are great. Some of them are okay. And then there's some that are just a complete waste of your time. From social media to search engine optimization to landing pages and what else is on that list? Mailing lists. All these things. It's really easy to look at this and get paralyzed by all of the different options that there are out there. It's enough to send your mind spiraling into what I call a decision coma, analysis paralysis. It's impossible in that state to focus on what's truly important. So what inbound marketing does for you is it simplifies things. It takes everything that you need to do online and it places them into one of three nice little neat categories. Isn't that wonderful? From time to time, you'll hear me refer to inbound marketing as mad marketing science, because just like real science in the physical world, the world of online marketing can be as complex and somewhat difficult to explain. But there is a science to it, and when you understand how it works, then you can understand how to make it work for you rather than against you. You can stop what I call the random acts of marketing. You can stop throwing things out there and seeing what sticks. You can stop wasting your money. So my goal is to turn you all into mad marketing scientists through these free videos that I'm doing. And I want to show you how to use this inbound marketing methodology to make sense of all the opportunities that there are out there. I also want you to learn how to use this process to turn your web presence into an online sales machine. And I want you to start thinking about that web presence, your website and your web presence as a whole, as a machine, because that really is what it is. When you think about it in that way, with a machine, you can systematically move prospects and visitors through your online sales machine and turn them into paying customers. So get found, convert, analyze. That is the mad marketing scientist's formula for success online. Before we get started discussing any of these in specific, I want to reintroduce you to a diagram that I'm pretty sure you're all familiar with. You know, we've seen this, right? If you look at marketing in the most basic sense, this is the sales funnel. This funnel is great because it gives you a visual of what the process is. It's nothing new, you know, visitors to leads to customers. You know, when you're thinking about traditional marketing activities, the visitors, it's not just website visitors. The visitors come from different places. You know, you're using your print materials to reach them. You're using word of mouth. There's a lot of things that fill that sales tunnel. It's nothing new, nothing revolutionary. 10 years ago, 5 years ago, the website was just another way to pull people into your sales funnel. The way that you traditionally think about a website to capture visitors and lead them through the sales process, it's the same way. You know, you first get visitors into the funnel, and then some magic happens there in between in purple where the leads are, and then they're converted to customers. You know, makes sense. Well, we're not going to mess with traditional thinking here. Inbound marketing doesn't change that concept. It's still philosophically sound. What it does change, what inbound marketing does change, is how you actually go about getting and moving prospects through your marketing channels and those sales funnels. So I want to introduce you to three non-scientific terms that you'll hear me use throughout these videos. The first term is tofu, which relates to activities at the top of the sales funnel. The second is mofu, which is all about what happens in the middle of the tunnel. And the last I call bofu, because it's all about dealing with the new customers and the new sales that come pouring out of your funnel because you're such an effective marketing scientist. So if we first look at tofu, you'll see that there's a lot going on up here. There's blogs, there's SEO, there's traditional marketing, there's Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and a bunch of other stuff that I didn't even put up there. These are the marketing activities that fill the top of your funnel and that helps turn your web presence into almost like a magnetic force. You know, you're pulling people into your web, and you're catching them with all of these different techniques. So TOFU also means engaging your visitors by developing content that's compelling for them, and then also by participating online, participating in some of those conversations. And one thing that's important to note about TOFU is that we're not looking for just any web traffic to fill the tunnel. All web traffic is not made equal. The goal here is to get the feet of the right visitors pointed in your direction. We want the ones that are likely to buy from you. So TOFU values quality over quantity. And the next term is MOFU, and that's the middle of the funnel. It deals with what you do after you've done all of that hard work of getting people to your website. With inbound marketing, that magic happens in the middle of the funnel. And I'm not talking about the type of magic where you just wave your wand and poof, website visitors have been magically converted to customers and frogs. No, we're not talking about that kind of magic. This kind of magic will require you to actually put some work and some heart into creating a system that converts visitors into leads via landing pages and calls to action. So you're going to have to put down that magic wand for a little bit, and you're going to have to take a systematic approach to converting the leads through things like email marketing and lead nurturing and special offers. And then there's BOFU. BOFU is all about results. With inbound marketing, you are going to achieve results. And when you think BOFU, I want you to think bottom line. That B stands for bottom line too. And this is where you actually start to find a relationship between the activities that you implemented in TOFU and MOFU and your bottom line. You want to find some relationship between them. And sometimes some of these things are really difficult to measure. That's why I hear comments about Twitter is not effective, Facebook is not effective. Well, those things are really difficult to measure sometimes. But there's so much about marketing today that is measurable. You're going to get new customers. You're going to be able to increase your sales. And when you do, it is really important for you to be able to look at BOFU, the bottom of the funnel, because BOFU, when you spend time and effort into measuring your results and analyzing your results and continuously improving your results, you have that competitive edge, and you know what it is that you need to do in order to make your efforts more effective and tweak your formula. So BOFU is all about duplicating all of the good things that you're doing online and trashing or tweaking the bad things. So that is your introduction to an overview of inbound marketing, aka mad marketing science. TOFU, MOFU, and BOFU. TOFU to get found online, MOFU to convert your visitors to leads to sales, and BOFU to analyze and tweak your unique marketing formula. There is a party going on, an inbound marketing party, and you are invited. Grab your appointment book, open up your calendar, find the nearest post-it note, whatever it is that you do, mark your calendar for our monthly inbound marketing party. It's a webinar that we're delivering on the first Wednesday of every single month. And who can't use a party in the middle of the week? We're going to discuss some important aspects of inbound marketing. I'm going to share some great tips that you can use and that you can apply immediately. And guess what? You don't even have to leave your desk.